Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Dennis Schroeder.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Warriors, up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Then it's Curry. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Waters in at the 2 spot. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Misses the 3. And so Thomas will bring it up for Brooklyn. Schroeder with the ball. Now Green defending. Schroeder kicks to Thomas. Kept alive. Back to Schroeder. Launches a 3. Connects from three-point range. Schroeder's got the first 3 points tonight for the Nets.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's not even a deep 3 for Curry. That's just pretty much his range at this point in his career.
Schroeder against Curry. Schroeder passes to Thomas. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
He's off on the first. But we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Where there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And a change for the Nets. Williams, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. He's off on the second. Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Wiggins kicks to Kuminga. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And here are the Nets. They trail by 1. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Jackson Davis with it. Claxton covering. Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Outside Thomas. Pass to Claxton. And he drops it in from the low post.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Curry outside. Johnson with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Schroeder outside. Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. This one for three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I like that. Give Wiggins something in rhythm, and he knocks it down.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's deflected. Curry with the steal. Puts it up from 12. Nice D from Williams. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Knocked away. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top, leading by just 2. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Brooklyn trailing. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Williams. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, DA. No good on the free throw. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
The Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Well, Ben Simmons is a multiple-time All-Star, but Richard, it's been years since he has played at that level, and we know about the injury history.
And I wish Ben nothing but the best. I'm rooting for him. But it's hard to talk about someone who doesn't consistently play the game, and the injuries have taken Ben out of that position. And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the help and being in the right situation. I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And the Nets also making a change. Trendon Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Milton the pass to Watford. Milton the screen on Anderson. Pass to Simmons. Lets a floater go. Count it. Simmons got 5.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Hield. 11-point game his last outing. Down low, here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Now here's Milton. He's defended by Podziemski. No good from Simmons.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And Kuminga gets it to go.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team's scoring leaders. The Warriors, 4th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here's Thomas, and the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Wiggins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. Shooter passes to Watford. Outside Thomas. Curry against Schroeder. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Waters. He's guarded by Thomas. Curry buries the 3-shot.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
Shooter passes to Thomas. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Wiggins. And here is Curry. Shoots over Schroeder, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Thomas with it. He's got 6. Two on the clock. No good. Shot missing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
This upcoming slate is a gut check for them. Good teams level up against good opponents. Bad teams crumble.
Either way, Shaq, I think this is a chance for them to improve, which often happens when you're exposed.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Fantastic three-point shooting from him, stretching out the defense. I had a couple of games like that myself, Shaq. It's fun, man. Believe me, Shaq, it's fun.
First of all, you don't know my real last name. It's Onilovich. If I wanted to be a three-point shooter, I would have been.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Nets trail by 3. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Trayce Jackson-Davis. And it's Waters in at the shooting guard position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
And Curry comes right back with a 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Pass to Finney-Smith. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. And there's a foul. It'll go on Trayce Jackson-Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Brooklyn. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
Well, right now for Brooklyn, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 8 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Wiggins. 6 points for him. Curry gets it to go inside.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Schroeder against Curry. Here's Thomas. He takes it in. The Warriors pull it in. Wiggins passes to Waters. Here's Jackson-Davis. Claxton covering. Green. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
Good luck against Green inside. Even when you throw contact at him, he just fights twice as hard.
1:29 left in the third. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Here he goes. Got a piece of it. Here's Waters. Nothing on the board. Back to Green. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
And the veteran Green still has some tricks up his sleeve. Fantastic floater.
Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Green slamming it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Schroeder. The Warriors making the shot. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Fields checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Curry. The Nets also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Cameron Thomas. Here's Podziemski. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. 6 to shoot. Hield with his screen on Williams. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Warriors on top, up by 5. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Trendon Watford. Williams is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Simmons. And it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. Here's Kuminga. Wilson grabs the board. Nets trail by 5. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Watford from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's Podziemski. Buries it down low. Podziemski's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. And Milton's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Outside Williams. To the inside, Wilson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thanks, David. Nets trail by 7. Outside Thomas. Picked by Finney Smith. And Thomas is good for 3.
You don't want Thomas to heat up from out there. This man is a microwave scorer.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry from deep three-point land. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Johnson finds Thomas. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
They needed that bucket, and Thomas is demonstrating some leadership, helping them get it.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Thomas, good.
Looking confident, even with the defense on him. I like it when Thomas is aggressive around the rim.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Curry way outside. A rebound by the Nets.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Curry outside. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
There is no moment that is too big for Steph Curry.
Now here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Johnson, the pass to Finney Smith. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Man, when they needed him, those Wiggins steps up and hands them an important bucket.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Seven seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thomas inside. No good with the layup. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Steph
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Johnson for 3. The Warriors pull it in when they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
Have a night like tonight where everything's clicking. Just want to embrace it. And more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.